Hey, what's up guys, it's Spectrum back here with a brand new video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the WCT/Wicked Cool Toys Halo Infinite Spartan Collection Master Chief action figure. So let's get started. We got the packaging here. Let's go ahead and lay Chief down right there. Bottom right here you have Halo spot varnish just like so. The Spartan Collection running along the side. Master Chief with accessories up here with the UNSC symbol right there. Could be a little bit hard to see. There we go. On the side you got the UNSC symbol once again. On the top you got a nice photo of Master Chief, and it says Master Chief once again right there. On the side you have Halo Infinite, A+1 set, nothing on the top right there. Have UNSC once again at the very top right here. On the bottom, nothing much, just a, yeah. Alright, on the back you have a nice product shot of the figure right here. No bio, but it does have the table of contents right here. Have the rest of the figures in the wave right here, looking very, very nice. Somewhere here it says Spectrum Reviews is awesome. All jokes aside, WCT Xbox 343 Industries, which I like 343 Industries by the way. Halo 5 could have been better, but Halo 4 was really good, so I have hope for Halo Infinite. And Halo 5's multiplayer was pretty decent. Barcode right there, I forget these so many times in my videos, and I do apologize for that. But yeah, aside from that, let's get this out of the way and get to the figure. Alright. Alrighty then, we have Chief here, and wow, look at this thing. He looks so good. Oh man, I love this figure. He looks so good. And I know I said I was gonna do, let's see, Harley and, what was her name? Hawk Girl today, but I didn't have the energy. So, plus, I really wanted to review this Chief because, oh man, it's the Chief, man. Like, come on, can you blame me? But yeah, you know, let's take a look at his silver dry brushing, that's what it's called. You have it all over his body here, looking very, very nice indeed. By the way, I think that the auto lighting is way less prominent, which is really, really good. I do like that a lot, so that means that, you know, less photosensitive people out there will be triggered by my videos in terms of their, let's see here, their symptoms and stuff like that. So hopefully, you know, I haven't hurt anybody who has epilepsy and stuff like that with my videos in the past, and if I have, I am terribly, terribly sorry. But yeah, you know, the silver dry brushing all around looks really, really nice. But I actually do agree with what collectors are saying that this thing could definitely use a wash, but as it stands, I think he looks good enough on his own. So let's go ahead and compare him to the Mattel version here. So this, I believe when this came out, this was also a $20 figure. Let's go ahead and get him to stand there. You know, as you can see, there's hardly any wash. There's more so like a glitter, kind of substituting for the silver dry brushing and stuff like that. But I mean, this figure looks nice. He has nice proportions. But this is nothing compared to this. This has weight to it. You know, this looks miles better. I mean, even the visor itself, dude, the visor alone, just look at that. It's gorgeous. Let's see, scoot my mic back. And just overall, I mean, oh, look, it's amazing. And I feel like I could use a brown wash. I think the 3.75 inch version has the brown wash on it, which is actually pretty cool. I'm probably gonna pick those up because I do like the smaller figures. They're not like my main forte, but yeah, enough rambling on about that. Let's go ahead and get into size comparisons. Size comparison times commence. Here he is next to the Mattel version. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Enough mucking about, let's do this for real. We have him next to the SH Figure Arts Armored Broly, which, yeah, I can't believe that Chief is taller than Broly. That's freaking crazy. Here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Captain Ginyu, and I think, oh yeah, Chief has a hair on Ginyu. Again, freaking crazy. Here he is next to the brand new Marvel Legends movie Venom action figure, and yeah, I just love the way this Chief is scaled. It's freaking perfect. And last but certainly not least, here he is next to the Mac Gargan Monster Venom Build-A-Figure. And I'm very happy that I didn't, you know, get another one of these Monster Venoms and customize them for a movie Venom because, yeah, we have a movie Venom now. Alrighty then, it's time to go over the accessories here, and we have quite a bit to cover. Not all of this does come with this Master Chief, by the way. Three of these weapons are metal weapons, such as the Hydra launcher. I believe this is called the plasma cannon. And obviously four of these weapons, sorry, the energy sword and then the plasma pistol. So, yeah, so let's grab this hand. Let's go ahead and fit this oversized plasma pistol, oversized for the metal figures that is, into his hand, or try to at least. Might need to get some hot water for this. Let's see. Oh, nope. There we are. Alright, that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I think it's appropriately scaled to the Master Chief. You know, there's a little comparison right there for you. You know what, let's actually... let me see. Okay. I was gonna, you know, pose him with it, but I don't really think they're... Yeah, so, I mean, you could probably put some putty on this to get this to fit in his hand. But as it stands, it's just going to fall right out. So the energy sword's a no-go unless you have some putty or, you know, some epoxy or something like that. Hydra launcher. All right, let's do this. And let's see. So fit it in just like this. This one is harder plastic, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to work with. But I think that's fair enough. I don't think you're going to be able to get that trigger finger in there without, you know, completely warping the plastic and, you know, bending it all out of shape, because it is shaped to his weapon specifically. But I think that looks good enough, for sure. So yeah, I love how I start with the metal accessories before his own accessories. And then of course the plasma rifle, or the plasma cannon. I believe this would be okay. Same thing with the trigger finger, but it does look nice enough in my opinion. Yeah, a little fiddly, but actually, semi-solid fit. There we are. And yeah, let's get a closer look at his other hands here. You know, you guys already saw this hand. I guess this would be kind of like his waving, or his relaxed hands. Sorry, Jesus Christ, it's been so long since I've actually had a figure that I reviewed with relaxed hands. I think the last one was actually Mayfeg's comic Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. so I'm not used to it lately. So there's the other one, you know, for the same kind of hand. Here's his fist, which I have one of these on his body. And yeah, so just to switch these out here, let's switch out his left hand. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, I just had to bring that closer to my body to get it to come out more easily. That way I don't risk, you know, messing up my entire review setup. And then you just want to get that in there just like so. It is kind of a tight fit, but it does work, as you can see. Alrighty, sorry about that. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at his, I want to call this the new and improved Magnum, if I'm not mistaken. It does kind of look like a P226 in my personal opinion. Do like the design of this gun a lot, actually. Green paint, the sculpt work, very, very nice. Even the grip of the gun is textured. That's really, really cool. Definitely like it a lot. And you know, you can just fit it right into his hand just like so. Let's go ahead and get his assault rifle out here. All right, yeah, here we are. Got some nice gray paint. Sculpt work is immaculate once again. For a $20 figure, this thing is incredible. And I know that people are sort of complaining that this doesn't have a compass on it, but if you look at the mold line, it is actually molded this half to this half. So it would be really, really difficult, especially on something this small, to line up something that correctly, you know, between two halves of the mold. So, you know, yeah, I feel like this could be rectified with a sticker. So, you know, no harm done. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and show how to get this in his hand. You just sort of do it just like so. And then what you do is you sort of friction it on top of his trigger finger. Yeah, something like, come on, something like this. Not sure why it's not going. Hope I didn't stretch out his hand. Because that's how he holds it in the game. Oh no, I think I stretched out his hand too much. Is the pistol really that much bigger than the rifle? Give me 1 second, guys. Alrighty, we are back, and we did manage to get it into his hands. But I'm afraid because of the wideness of the other hand, it's not going to look as flush as it does, you know, when he's holding it in the game. You know, I've tried, here, let me try it again though, to sort of lower his hands and stuff. Yeah, I wish that the trigger finger hands were, I wish they had the dice rolling motion instead of the, you know, back and forth motion for the wrists. That would definitely be more helpful for this kind of thing. Let's see. Alright, so that's closer to what it is, but still not quite the iconic, you know, sheath pose to where he's holding his rifle like a soldier would. Maybe something like this. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, you know, if it had that dice rolling motion in the wrists, definitely be better for this kind of thing. But you guys get the point. I'm not really gonna mess with this too much anymore. But yeah, so this is a sort of flexible plastic, and I believe the pistol, yeah, it's the same thing. Although this one's a little bit more dense because of the size of the pistol. So yeah, watch out for this pistol because I believe this grip is way wider. Yeah, it's definitely considerably wider than the assault rifle grip. You can see that right there. Not by very much, but, you know, a considerable amount because, let's see here, I haven't used this hand yet, so let's go ahead and try to put this in here, just like this. Is it the same thing? Okay, yeah, see, that grips it a little bit better. But it's still kind of. I don't know, that's weird. I mean, actually, no, it is a bit. Alright, accessories are done. Oh, and you, forgot to mention this. You do get this little DLC add-on, which is pretty cool. Quick little thing I forgot to mention, you can pull out these little panels right here out of the thighs, obviously. Flip them around, they sort of friction into place. And you can take the pistol and you can take it in. It's backwards, but yeah, gets the job done. And yeah, it saves them pretty well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Articulation times, head to toe. Here we go, from the head down. All right, Chief can look up pretty decently far, in my opinion. I do like that a lot. So look closer. You can look down that far and do side to side, not full 360, but decent clearance side to side, I must say. Shoulders can go out that far, but be careful of the shoulder pads there, going that far. Upper bicep rotation, he has minor butterfly joints, which actually do serve a purpose. I mean, you know, it definitely helps with holding his rifle and stuff like that, so I'm glad that they're there. Double jointed elbows, but on mine, be careful because mine are extremely loose except for this joint right here. They're not so loose to where they're loosey, you know, flippity floppity, but it's probably because I used some of D-Star's tightener, but it still didn't have a very, you know, major effect on it. But, you know, aside from that, he can rotate, you know, in the abdominal section just a little bit. He can pivot side to side. He's very limited in the abdominal section, but that's okay. And you're probably noticing that his thighs are a little bit chewed up, and that's from, you know, literally just kicking his foot forward. So what you kind of want to do is you want to, so for me to avoid this, at least from what I've found, you sort of want to like rotate the thigh to the side, then bring the foot forward, then maybe rotate it back in just like so. And then for the splits, you can go out that far. Upper thigh rotation. Double jointed knees, which could have been designed a little bit better, but for their first Master Chief figure, I mean, that's probably my biggest complaint aside from the thighs being chewed up. So that's really not that bad. Feet move down. Let's see, they can go down very far. Can go up decently far. He has angle pivot and toe articulation as well. Final thoughts, comments, and concerns about this figure. Final thoughts, if you're a Halo fan, absolutely get this figure. Even the, let's see here, the minor issues such as the thighs being chewed up. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but you can probably fix that, you know, with a little bit of sanding and, you know, a little bit of paint. Should be just fine. As for the knee thing, it's really not that big of an issue. It's just something that's not visually pleasing, and that's about it. Aside from the elbow thing, that's also fixable. You can probably get some crazy glue no-run gel. and you know, fix that right up. Especially after a couple of applications, you can just put it inside the pins. You know, obviously articulate it, stuff like that. Final verdicts? 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, this thing is really, it's a gorgeous thing. It's a gorgeous piece, and the size is very appealing to me. You know, especially since Master Chief is going to be about 7 feet tall in terms of, you know, real life scaling. So 7 inches tall is definitely A+ for that. All right, that's about it, guys. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe to reviews. My Facebook link will be in the description below, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!